Guys of a Certain Age is brought to you by no one. Absolutely no one. Except these dudes walking down memory lane. Now let's head to the studio to see what they misremember next.
And we're back. Halloween's close. Guys of a Certain Age podcast is even closer. Robbie Koblenz in studio alongside
Art Shirley.
Should have queued up an effect.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't.
Oh,
so. And no Jay Reed.
No Jay Reed.
We need
the Invisible Man.
The
Jay
Invisible
Reed.
Man. Where is?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Now, can we say where he is? I guess we can.
I don't even know where he is.
I saw a social media post yesterday, and I was like, okay, putting it out there.
Wow. I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea where he's at. We can talk off mic.
Yeah.
Of course, by the time this drops, he will have been back.
Right. That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
he's not in jail again.
No, not again. No.
Sorry, Mrs. Reed, the secret
That's right.
life of your son, Jay. So, all right, let's jump into some Geeks of the Week. I'm going to, try to find one real quick. But
I'll go ahead and do mine. And,
why don't you?
And
who would like to go first?
I'll go first. Ace Frehley is what we always call him. We were just talking about this off mic. I've seen people say Frehley on the news, but the lead guitarist and founding member, one of the 4 founding members of the rock group Kiss, which this was going to be Jay's because that was one of his favorite groups that he couldn't listen to growing up.
Sorry, Mrs. Reed.
So anyway, he has passed away at 74, I believe he was. Had a fall several weeks ago and brain bleed and unfortunately passed away as we record last night. So I guess that's the 16th, October 16th, passed away. It's interesting. He was, people have talked about how the image of Kiss with the makeup and the superhero kind of dynamic of the group sometimes overshadowed the talent that they actually had. And he was very talented, well-respected guitarist, especially, kind of in that 70s metal, pop metal kind of sound. And also, we've talked about this before, I think, but Kiss did a thing in 78, to kind of promote the brand.
Yeah.
They did 4 solo albums.
That's right. I remember that.
His was at the time the most popular of the albums. And I think he had the main hit, which was New York Groove. He did a remake of the song New York Groove, and that was kind of the biggest hit out of the 4 of them. Now, Gene Simmons' album has gone. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not right. Gene Simmons' album was originally the most popular one. Ace Frehley's over time has gone on to become the best selling of that 4. So, and that probably driven by the fact that it has New York Groove on it. He left the band. I think the band, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley are the only ones that really stayed with the band throughout the run. They had replacements for Peter Criss and Ace Frehley, and I cannot remember those guys' names, but they did all get back together, and they've all been inducted in the Rock and Roll.
Vinnie Vincent replaced him.
As
guitarist.
Vinnie Vincent. I did see that. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And Ace's solo band, Frehley's Comet.
Okay.
I mean, what a great name for a rock band.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he was really, really good.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to a whole lot of Kiss. It was kind of a little bit before my time.
Yeah, really. I mean, it was right in the middle of my time, but it was not what I was listening to.
But your time is now, Art.
My time is now.
Yeah. Rock and roll all night is.
Yeah, I mean, you know the hits, right? Beth, Rock and Roll All Night.
Lick It Up.
Yeah, Lick It Up.
Which
was actually the newer, I think Peter Criss had left the band by the time they recorded that. But I think he's, it's interesting how they did the business model of the whole thing. But
Detroit Rock City.
Yeah. Like I said, if you had the greatest hits album, we probably know everything on there pretty much. But other than that, I never listened to the.
Well, there was the controversy, Knights in Satan's Service,
yes,
Knights in Service for Satan,
Uh-huh.
All that. I had friends who remembers the Kiss Army.
Yes, that's right. Jay, of course, as we know. I mean,
Jay was a member of the Kiss Army.
He usually shows up in full makeup. Yeah. Also, and this is another sad, I guess I'm an obituary guy as I have, gained that reputation, but Drew Struzan passed away. Just incredible movie poster artist. Certainly my favorite that I can think of, did the posters for, he did posters for Star Wars. His was not the most recognizable Star Wars poster. I mean, somebody else did I know the brothers Hildebrand did one version of it. We talked about the other artists that did it. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, Back to the Future, any Star Wars movie that came on after that, he was the one that did it.
I'm looking up his posters.
Yeah.
So, he was just absolutely classic.
Yeah, just an incredible talent. And he has been in bad health for a while. There's a documentary I think that we may have talked about before that is a few years old now that talks about his work and his life. So anyway, sorry to hear that.
So movie trailer voiceover guys and movie poster artists are really that lost art.
Man, no kidding, because now they're just, now everything's basically a Photoshop collage.
Yeah. In a world. Yeah. Oh,
Don LaFontaine.
Oh, Don LaFontaine. I rewatched Four Guys in a Limo the other day. I was just
thinking about that when you said that. That's
in a world.
Yeah.
So, there's just not a whole lot of guys with that.
Coming soon from Disney.
Yeah. I can see Homeboy right there.
Yeah.
LaFontaine, who had a limo driver.
Oh, yeah.
His own limo driver.
That was not a thing for the video. He had the thing. He had a guy, right? Yeah.
It was awesome. We need a guy.
We need a guy
of a certain age. So, All right. Well, I've got some saddish news, but not sad like that news. Apparently, Disney is going to be washing their hands with Tron forever.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Tron Ares has flopped, and I think Jared Leto has flopped.
It's been Leto. That's their new...
It's been Leto down.
As opposed to Kroom, for those of us that remember certain SEC, Mississippi State coach and his effect on other coaches. Leto'd.
As the day we record the day before State travels to Gainesville, where both my sons are, by the way.
Oh, okay, they're there already.
I've already alerted one of my friends in Gainesville to please monitor the police scanner for me.
Yes,
so, Kroom. Boy, Ron Zook was Kroom.
They could end up with the head coaching job if they're not careful. What are you doing? Come here.
Yeah, well, I tell you, David, they went to school with the athletic director's daughters.
Oh, Scott's daughters?
Yeah.
Okay.
At Starkville High. Yeah. Or, in Starkville Public.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so you never know. But,
probably that age. Maybe they would have been not quite in high school yet.
Yeah. Tron Ares, let's see, what did they make? It's $60 million, estimated budget of $180.
Yeah.
And, it's not unlike Tron Legacy. Out of the gate, Legacy didn't do terribly well, but it did better than this one.
Did Tron do really well when it came out?
It did okay. But it became a cult.
I was going to say it became more of a cult classic, right?
Yeah. Same thing with Legacy's a great movie.
It really is.
I've got it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So, but there just wasn't enough to make me want to go see Ares in the theater.
I've gotten to, where... It's really hard to get me to the theater now. I don't seem like I know what's coming out as much anymore.
If you know it's coming on streaming in the next 6 months, why go?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I know this is going to drop on Disney Plus soon.
Yeah.
So,
so probably before the end of the year. Probably a Christmas time drop.
I would think so. Speaking of a bonus geek of the week, F1 movie was announced this week. Let's see if I can get it on.
That's one I wish I'd gone to see with y'all.
Oh gosh, man, it was great. It's going to be on Apple TV Plus December 12th.
Okay, it's about time for me to renew my Apple TV Plus, which is no longer going to be Apple TV
it's
Plus
Apple
anyway.
TV.
That's right.
Yeah. F1 in the theater was great. I can't wait to watch it again. And as we sit here to record, this just happened. Let's see if I can pull up the details. Let's go to ESPN and get the article. Apple has struck a deal with F1, and Apple TV will be the home of F1 going forward.
Oh, the racing stuff.
After this,
I got you. Okay.
After this year, the contract ends with ESPN for U.S. broadcast rights, and so 5-year deal starting in 2026, worth $160 million a year.
Okay.
Apple TV will
also,
air
so
F1.
they're partnering with Peacock to offer bundles.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
So, but if you are all about F1, you're going to want to pick up Apple TV. What I'm going to be curious is it going to be an addition to the Apple TV subscription price, or is
I
it going to
bet it will
included?
be.
Well, their MLB Friday Night Baseball doubleheader package was included free.
It was. Okay.
But the MLS season pass was extra.
Yeah. Okay.
You can still buy F1 TV to get everything. So,
Okay.
But anyway.
When does the movie drop, though? You said December?
Yeah, December, what did I say, 12th? Yeah.
Okay.
So you need to watch that on the biggest screen with the biggest sound system possible.
Okay.
You should have gone.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen it in IMAX.
Oh, I bet that would be cool.
Yeah, great movie. A lot of fun with a bunch of iPhone 16s scattered around on the chassis, or 15s.
That's what they put on the cars to shoot
Yeah,
the stuff?
they actually modified some 16s to do POV cameras to put on the chassis of the F2 car that what's his face, Brad Pitt raced in.
Okay.
So yeah, there were actual iPhones used. Now they're heavily modified, but it's the sensor. It's the sensor and the CPU. I will tell you, I've got the 17 Pro Max. Unbelievable cameras.
You did get it. Is that it right there?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
I didn't
No,
realize you-
don't touch my phone.
I wasn't going to touch your
I
phone.
saw you lusting after my
Well,
phone.
I'm happy with my 16. I really
Yeah.
do like that a lot. And it'll be, 5-6 years before I look at getting anything else. But
I jumped from a 15 to a 17.
yeah.
And
And you use it in your work. I mean, you literally do. I mean, it's not like
Absolutely.
I mean, you produce
I have been
commercial grade stuff with this thing.
I've been able to use my phone to grab footage that I wouldn't have been able to any other way and bill it back to a client.
But you've done that for years. I mean, it's been the quality's been good enough. Well, not for 10 years, but
5-6 years. Yeah,
I was going to say 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we were in Ghana. I was walking through the market and I brought my phone out and shot some HD and it looked great.
Yeah.
So, but this will shoot ProRes RAW video.
oh, that's amazing.
4K ProRes RAW.
What storage capacity?
I got the 1 terabyte.
Okay.
So, if I'm going to go anything over, I'll plug an SSD on the back of it. So, but pretty amazing.
Yeah, that really is cool.
It's scary good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice little transition to the second half of the show, because if we did our math correct, you'll be listening to this like the day before Halloween. Up next. And we're back. It's I was going to say it's Jay and Rob, but no, it's Art and Jay. No, Art and Rob. Who? It's me and you and a dog named Boo. Oh, it's
Traveling,
Friday
living
afternoon.
off the land.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got. I'm traveling Sunday, going to Cancun. So who knows if I'll make it back? We may just stay down there. So, but
Man, that's going to be great.
hopefully it will. But if I did my math correctly, this show should be dropping definitely before Thanksgiving, and probably on the day of Halloween, if I did the math right.
Okay.
So we talk about a timely show. We never have timely shows.
That's true. We never do.
We never do. He's looking at some of those. He's trying to figure something out. So I wanted to talk a few maybe general Halloween memories, a couple of things that came in scary movies. Number one of the big 3 holidays in the fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. Where does Halloween fall in your pantheon?
It used to be probably close to almost number 1. I used to, at one point, I really liked Halloween a lot, probably as an early teenager or whatever, into like classic monster movies. In fact, the memory, and I think I've shared it here before, was trying to do a Wolfman costume for Halloween and actually saving
You're
hair.
halfway there now.
I couldn't grow a beard at that point.
Yeah.
So instead, I took hair from a haircut, had saved it in a Ziploc bag, and glued it to my face. But I didn't know that there was spirit gum, so I used Elmer's white glue. So it was a horrifying experience, but not for the right reasons. Trying to remove that later was not a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet it
But
was.
it worked out pretty good. I mean,
Is there any photos?
No, that's the thing, man. There's no photos from when I was a kid. I mean, taking the picture, the whole thing was, just like you made sure you had film in the camera for Christmas to get the 10 pictures you might take over Christmas holidays, but
Kind of like Jay and Faith Hill. There's no photo there.
Photographs. That's right.
This photo. Yeah. No. This kiss. Yeah. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Well, So how does it rank now? Probably third of the three?
Yeah, third of the three for sure. Yeah. And, Christmas, and again, this is for nostalgic reasons, for memory reasons, obviously, Christmas is an incredibly important holiday for our faith. We certainly see that. But I really like Thanksgiving because, of course, the food for one thing, but also there's just, Christmas has gotten to be such a busy, busy time that it's almost hard to enjoy it. And that's one thing that I hate is that, you're rushing through Christmas so much that you really don't, take time to enjoy it or recognize the meaning of it. And so that can be kind of tough. But Thanksgiving, so far anyway, I know that they keep trying to, encroach upon it with sales day, and Christmas starts earlier and earlier. But
there's Christmas stuff out at Lowe's right now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. For me, Halloween was when I was in college and as a teenager, like you, it was more of a immediate holiday, more of a let's go have fun. And in college circles, Halloween's pretty large, right?
Yes.
It's the event, it's the holiday you spend with your friends, especially in college, because you're not going home for Halloween.
Right. Yeah. You don't have a holiday time off, so it's whenever it falls. You're going to do something on Halloween. Yeah.
Did you do haunted houses? Were you involved in haunted houses at all?
We had a haunted house at our church, which is kind of a strange thing to think of, but now that was kind of a fundraiser.
Yeah.
So we would do a haunted house, and we had an old house that was next to our church, and we had some Sunday school classes in there. Youth was usually held in there. It was donated by the Hooker family. So it was called the Hooker House, which was interesting. But we set up, we had strobe lights. We did just a terrifying haunted house, much scarier than it had any right to be. But it was great. It was a lot of fun.
So in Meridian, the JCs, the Junior Chamber of Commerce, the JCs would do a haunted house that was legendary.
Yeah.
And they would take over the old fairgrounds. And it was pretty hardcore. And it was a fundraiser as well.
Yeah.
But the JC haunted house was a big deal in Meridian.
And my first memories of Halloween are from Meridian. So I can remember making a Flash costume, at like 5 years old. And for some reason, I think looking back now, I realize that there were a series of Justice League cartoons that would play as part of the Superman hour. So you'd see heroes like the Flash or whatever. And I had a pair of red pajamas. And I also did, did Batman too. I had a lot of Batman stuff. But this was before that. For I remember drawing the lightning bolt over there.
For the record, when he says Flash, he's not flashing.
That's right.
It's the superhero.
That came later. But so easy costume to make.
Yeah, that's right. Because you guys were at NAS Meridian, is that
yes, right? Yeah, there for 2.5 years.
Up Highway 19 up north.
Before moving to Leland, and Leland, a lot of great memories. That's where the werewolf glue happened.
So we go from Flash to werewolf,
and we had a haunted house at the church there too, but it wasn't nearly as exciting. But my last night in Leland was Halloween night, 1977.
Did it make a hard man humble? No, that was last night in Bangkok. One night in Bangkok.
But the classic Halloween stuff. We were older then, so we weren't trick or treating, but we helped. Gave candy away, to kids during the neighborhood, a big neighborhood thing, and then water balloon fights and driving around with friends and stuff. So always good memory.
So did you guys ever take candy to the hospital to be x-rayed?
No, but that was always the big story, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's razor blades. I know a guy that nobody ever knew the person, but they knew a person that knew a person that had a razor blade or some kind of LSD was in the candy or whatever.
And the radiation for the x-ray is probably way more damaging.
That's probably right.
And the whole thing of with the Tylenol scare back in the late 70s, early 80s, the fear of candy being poisoned, So
now, did your kids like Halloween?
Yeah. So what we did for Halloween here, got a great neighborhood we live in, and we would get a bunch of kids in the neighborhood, and we would go around the neighborhood together because our neighborhood loop is essentially 2 miles.
Yeah.
And so we'd have this whole caravan, then we end up at our house for soup.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
that's the neighborhood that the boys grew up in that we lived in up until 5 years ago. Huge neighborhood. People would come in literally, van loads of people would come in. So you had to have, hundreds of dollars worth of candies, or you'd be giving out breath mints by the time the thing was over, and closing the door very quickly.
Here's some lint.
Yeah, but it was fun to take, our kids. We had some other families that were there and do the same thing, kind of all go around together, and do the trick or treat thing. So
did you enact the dad tax on the candy?
No, I did not.
Oh, really?
There was no dad tax. It was just a wholesale stealing. Of the
okay,
candy.
so there was a tribute.
Oh
made.
no, yeah, that's right. That's well. The thing is, oddly enough, neither one of my boys, and especially Drew, my younger son, has never been a big candy person.
Yeah.
So like there'll be Halloween candy, would be sitting, months later. Yeah. And I'm like, it's fair game now. I'm sorry. No, this is no longer
the
your
chocolate's
candy.
whitened,
That's right.
but I'm taking it anyway.
That's right. Yeah. No, I'll always let me try. Of course, let me try this and see this is okay. So yeah.
Yeah. For us, the hierarchy of Halloween candy was, always the chocolate stuff first.
Yes.
So, M&M's, Reese's, Snickers, Hershey bars, all the way down to, candy corn.
Yes.
All the way down.
Now, see, I love candy corn. I know we've talked about this before.
Mike Leach would not agree with you.
Yeah, well.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
so.
that's right.
But there's a lady in our neighborhood who's now deceased, Pink Studley, who would cook brownies.
Oh, okay.
Or she would do baked goods.
Yeah.
And we knew Miss Pinks really well. And it's like, that's good stuff.
Yes.
You can, Oh,
that's what we had.
That.
We had a neighbor who has since passed away as well, and she had regular candy. But then if she saw if it was one of the neighborhood kids that she knew, she'd bring out the homemade popcorn balls or whatever. So
we had we were doing some profiling of trick or treaters.
That's right. It's like
if I know you, I have something special for you.
But it's funny because. The boys at first were like, well, is this something we're supposed to, can we eat this? It's not, yes, it's fine. It's from so-and-so.
Yeah.
So
pre-qualified.
Yeah.
So, like a mortgage.
That's right.
Or a payday loan. Well, let's kind of pivot a little bit to scary movies real quick. So, which we originally were going to talk about. And of course, we went off the rails. So if you had to recommend one movie to get you in the Halloween spirit, if there is such a thing as a Halloween spirit, what's that movie?
Well, that's a good question. I tell you, I'll answer it like this. There was a movie we used to do Halloween parties for youth group at the church. We'd go out to a cabin and I'd project the movie up onto a screen. And the movie that I would always watch or have them watch was Young Frankenstein, because it's got enough of the elements of the classic Universal movies. I mean, it even the props and everything are from there. But it's funny. So there's an element of scare, but it's kind of it's a good gateway into horror movies.
Yeah.
None of those Universal movies are particularly scary. The Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, or they've got great fun elements to them.
Yeah.
So you kind of get into it that way. But it was good. But what I had forgotten before I showed it to the youth group was how much sexual innuendo was in it, and just downright overtly sexual comments are in it. And I'm like, I'd be sitting there going, oh my gosh, this is that scene. And it's like, I'd try to start scaring people from the sides to distract them, but it never worked. But that would probably be the one that I would say it would be the one that gets me. Now we always watch House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. It's kind of like we've got just as we have Christmas movies we watch a lot of classic movies. So The Haunting is another one. Most of mine are old and black and white, and but there's a lot of variety. We can add some things to it.
Yeah.
Will and Drew are very much still into like really scary movies now, and the stuff I can't watch anymore.
I can't. I'd never been able to get into horror movies very much.
Now, Alien, the original one, is a horror movie.
Alien is my recommendation.
Yeah, and that's what, if you really want to watch a good get you scared movie, I think that's a great one to watch.
Such a classic.
It's such a classic. It's so well made, and it's genuinely scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Even the guy in the alien suit where he pops up in one.
Yeah, and so I may have to watch that this weekend.
I just finished watching Alien Earth.
Oh, really?
On Hulu.
We were watching that.
Phenomenal.
We're watching that as a family, and Becky and Drew are kind of like, oh, we don't want to watch it. And I've decided I'm going to go ahead and finish it up because
it's great.
I need to probably start it over.
Yeah.
But
the whole world building is fabulous.
I liked what I saw of it. I mean, it was a little slow at first, so that may have been one of the reasons that they didn't get into it. But it seemed to be picking up as we left off.
Some of the new xenomorphs, not the alien creature, but other alien.
Yes.
Things they pick up are pretty creepy.
And I know people have problems with that. This kind of undermines the whole thing. Well, the thing is, it really doesn't. I mean, it's like you're watching all these movies. It's not like you can't go enjoy Alien for what it is without trying to tie it into all this stuff. It's just an expansion of the world.
So what'd you find scarier, Alien or Aliens?
Alien.
Yeah.
Alien is genuinely scary.
Yeah.
Aliens is a great action movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got its jump scares. It's got its scary moments, but it's basically, good guys versus bad guys.
Yeah.
So, and it's fun. I love it for that. It's more of a war movie.
Yeah.
Game
over, man.
Bill Paxton is the best in that. Yeah.
Bill Paxton's just the best, period.
Yeah.
Even
really
as a Mormon.
Really?
So, yeah.
And rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
Yeah,
too.
Bill Paxton.
But yeah, Alien is just genuinely, checks all the boxes for a good scary movie.
Last one I'll ask you about, Blair Witch Project.
My brother-in-law, Jim, and I went to see Blair Witch Project in the movie theaters, and it's got some genuine scary parts in it too. To me, it's more fascinating for the production of it, how they kind of basically created the found film genre there for a while and what they did with it. And that's fascinating and everything. But have you seen it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, we did too. And and seeing it in the theater with that grainy high 8 footage or whatever it is just something. But the scene at the end, and spoiler alert for those that haven't seen it, where the guy is standing in the corner and
girl.
Oh, is it a girl standing in the corner?
Yeah, it's the girl standing in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just so resigned to her fate. It's just terrifying. And it's like, that's the scariest part of the whole movie to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, it gives me chills to think about it. And we both kind of came out of that movie and said that last scene was a little much. When I said, yeah, it really was. And I saw the second one. It was not anywhere near the same kind of stuff. And there's some found footage movies I like, but to me, nothing's ever really captured that, initial feeling of that first one.
They edited it on a Media 100.
Did they really?
It pisses me off still to this day. Sorry, Mrs. Reed. Yeah. It could have been us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could have easily been us.
Their direction to the actors were, here's the camera, go out in the woods, and this is kind of what your characters are.
Oh, yeah.
And then the director and another guy, they're making sounds out in the middle of the woods to terrify them. All that stuff was, was relatively realistic.
If I just turned a camera on the youth group out in the woods, I could have had a hit.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. After them watching Young Frankenstein.
Their faces think, okay, we're not going to put what they're actually reacting to.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Alien, and then Blair Witch.
Yeah. Those are three you need to see.
They're very,
there's a whole bunch of other ones or whatever.
But very different.
Very different. Yeah. You've got one that's got great production values. Well, two of them, I guess. Young Frankenstein and Alien have great production values. One of them's a beautiful tribute to old, 30s and 40s movie making. And then you've got the Blair Witch, which is just shows that you can make a movie with nothing. Yeah.
And make a lot of money out of nothing.
That's
Unlike
right.
Tron Ares.
Yes.
Moment of silence for Tron. Back to the grid we go. All right, that's going to do it for us this week. Enjoy your Halloween. May you get all the candy you want, maybe some that you don't, that you can leave around and give away next year. See you then.